You know, when you look at a company and see the potential of that company and what they can make and put love and care into the project and expand on it. But at a certain point, they get extremely lazy, and this, unfortunately, is the path for most companies. They get so consumed by money that they don't even look at their product as an art form, but rather a money making printer. And in these recent events of companies just doing dumb shit, the most obvious example is, of course, this shit that no one wants. For some odd reason, companies think that they can control what you consume. Even if the product is absolute dog shit, they constantly try their absolute hardest to try to appeal to an audience that doesn't fucking exist. And I was pretty confused with my companies are so greedy video because the money printer for them is right there. But what I think they're trying to do is create an audience that just buys whatever slop they create. Look at me, for example. In my channel, I create commentary, reviews, and game reviews. This is to, of course, make my content fresh, but also give you new content that you might like. And I understand that you want to develop a core audience, but if your game is just something that's a slob that doesn't innovate in any way whatsoever with the genre you're trying to appeal to. Even when PlayStation has Helldivers that I heard got a huge amount of their players back from updates and patches or whatever, so that just furthers the question. Why push Concord? Maybe you should pull the cord off of these fucking stupid remasters. So you're telling me you decide to make dozens of remasters, but you don't make Bloodborne one of them? This is probably the most requested remaster I have ever seen. But no, let the community do it because your lazy asses can't bother with it. I'm sick and tired of PlayStation and companies in general trying to push content that no one asked for down our throats. Please stop all this. I would much rather have a hot dog down my throat. Pause. Now, don't get me wrong, PlayStation is a good company. Besides all of their flaws and dumb shit, this company is responsible for putting out actual bangers. I think before, the passion for their works was there, but nowadays they can be very hit or miss sometimes. They can go from making a game that was incredible this year to making Concord, the biggest flop in human history. And you know why this game was so bad? It's because it tried to copy the success of other shooter games and not innovate in any sort of way. And that's where the laziness is. Companies just think that you will just buy something because you like Overwatch? Well, we got Overwatch at home, with the most ugliest characters you've ever seen. They, them. Oh, I didn't realize that the other two killed themselves because of their ugliness. Why are you making a live service game? You already have one of those. And you guys are complaining that you spent a lot of money on this and it didn't make you anything. Well, maybe spend 300 million on stuff that would actually make you money. You know, that's just a tip that would help. And I see this a lot with people saying that companies are allergic to money, and you are partially right, but they're trying to make something for an audience that simply doesn't exist. So you see this with other companies that make slop that isn't really made for no one. Meanwhile, the entire Bloodborne community want a remake or remaster, and some people want some IPs to come back to the modern era. And for God's sake, PlayStation, don't take the route of meaningless. Please, just take the route of actually making the PS5 have good games that engage with viewers and not whatever ghosts you're trying to appeal to. Companies don't really innovate in any sort of way. People say that, oh, this game will set an example for all games to come. And I say no. Even if an absolute masterpiece created by a passionate and talented studio, PlayStation will probably be blind to it. Which really sucks because this company provided bangers, but at least they're not Ubisoft because you don't want to be an absolute faggot. Gamers need to be comfortable with not owning their games. Really now? I didn't think I was talking to God himself. Of course, I should have known that if I buy something with my hard-earned money, I don't own it. I am so sorry for thinking this way. You fucking bitch. I don't understand this. Companies think that whatever they make, you have to buy it, even when it's dog shit. They think that you buying something doesn't mean you own it. That is delusional and should be a wake-up call to consumers that they can technically ruin a company and their business. And you know what's weird? No company, that I heard of at least, said some dumb shit like this. Because it would kind of ruin the reputation, but nope. Ubisoft is willing to say this shit. And surprise, surprise, their Star Wars game flopped. And the reason why it flopped is because our expectations are way too high. I'm sorry I don't want to play a shitty product for $70. It's really my fault for trying to enjoy my gaming experience. Like, seriously, it's almost like you're not even a businessman. I feel like with companies, there has to be a certain amount of honesty, because if you cross the line that shouldn't really be crossed, well, expect your stock value to go down. Now it's time to shit on the brand of Ubisoft. I'm going to spend some time telling you what's actually worth your time. The Batman trilogy, God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Lies of P, Spider-Man PS4. And you want me to continue, Ubisoft? Because I can do this all day. There are several video games that are better than your current video games. So why not shut the fuck up and actually make a change for your company for the better? Sounds good? No? Well, have fun losing money. You probably enjoy that quite a bit. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And I love you guys as comments. And if you want to comment anything, comment Ubisoft sucks. Anyways, check out my last video. It's pretty good and motivational. And if you hate gnomes, then check out my hardest video game of all time video. So yeah, and that's all I wanted to say. Bye.